I mean, how hard can that be?
Trolls 3 is sure to be the most danceable and psychedelic animated film in the history of animation. Following DreamWorks' tradition of creating trilogies for their franchises, Trolls 3 is on its way, and it's bringing a lot, and I mean a lot of cool stuff with it. And now, we're going to tell you absolutely everything we know about this musical and colorful adventure. Trolls is undoubtedly the franchise with the shortest wait time between animated film releases, with the first one hitting screens in 2016 and the sequel following shortly in 2020. Now, in 2023, we're getting the next installment. This is the good part because we don't have to wait 14 years between films, like with The Incredibles, which is also getting a third film soon, and we've made a really cool video about it that you can check out when you're done here. What's great about Trolls is that each of the films shows how music can unite everyone and everything, like it did between the Bergens and the Trolls. And how it did with the 5 different troll kingdoms, each with their unique musical styles. But there's something else that music will unite in this third film, and we're super excited to see it. And that leads to another royal wedding. Trolls 3 begins with Poppy and Branch rushing not to miss Bridget and King Gristle's wedding. They helped out in the first film, giving Bridget a little push to get the attention of the Bergen sovereign, and later for him to see how fabulous she was, in her own style, of course.
Being here with you today makes me realize that true happiness is possible.
You could already see that there was something between Poppy and Branch back then, and throughout the second film, their relationship got closer and closer. And now in the third film, they're practically a cute troll couple. But what will definitely happen in the film are moments that reinforce this even more, and hopefully a wedding ceremony for the musical couple. At least that's exactly what we expect, and it seems like it's going to happen. If this comes true, we can say that the film will start and end in quite similar ways, with a royal wedding, and, who knows, maybe being interrupted by someone opening the door for an adventure in the troll world, which is exactly what John Dory, or just JD, Branch's estranged brother, or as he likes to call it, ex-brother, did when he showed up out of nowhere at the wedding of King Gristle and Queen Bridget. This leads us to another very important aspect of the film, which is new villains. John, Branch, and 3 other brothers formed the most successful boy band in the Troll Kingdom years ago, the Brozone. Branch's other brothers were Floyd, Spruce, and Clay, and they all left little Branch behind. More than that, he was the band's leader, so Branch, who was still very young when they all left him, holds grudges against his brothers, especially the one who brought them all together. So, JD's sudden appearance can be considered at least suspicious and may indicate that he only needs Branch to bring the brothers together for some personal gain that we'll discover throughout the film. At least, this is a theory that makes sense, and we'll find out as the film unfolds, and it would make for a great plot twist. But in the original synopsis of the third Trolls film, the official villains are a pair of former pop music stars named Velvet and Veneer, created as direct references to 90s pop music icons, and that's why they seem a bit outdated. The duo, brother and sister, kidnapped Floyd, one of the members of Branch's brother's band, Brozone, and this is where other theories emerge, suggesting that it might not actually be a kidnapping, but rather a plan by Floyd in collaboration with Velvet and Veneer to make 90s music loved and adored by everyone again, which actually makes sense, and would make Floyd one of the film's villains too, which would definitely be very surprising and bring a lot of twists to the film's plot. And lastly, we can't rule out the possibility of the franchise's first villain making a return, Chef, and potentially making a cameo to assist the main villains. After all, she despises trolls completely, unless they're inside a Bergen's belly.
Come on, eat! Eat!
So, she wouldn't need many reasons to hatch a plan that would lure Queen Poppy into a new adventure and leave her vulnerable to capture and, let's say, consumption, as that was Chef's life mission. And we all know that regardless of how the first Trolls film ended, when a studio wants to, they find a way to bring a villain back, and this might just be the case. New characters. Certainly, the new characters that will grab the most attention are the members of Brozone, who were part of Branch's hidden past. Remember, we already know the names of each of these past pop superstars. They are JD, Spruce, Clay, and Floyd. Other characters appearing in the film are a pair of villainous siblings we've already talked about, named Velvet and Veneer, who apparently are the main antagonists of Trolls 3, but probably won't be the only ones. And there's also this little yellow guy with colorful arms and glasses, who is in the picture with a pair of siblings, who apparently is Duo's sidekick, and whose name is not known for sure yet, but some claim to have discovered that he is called Zeon Turi, and that he will play a very important role in the movie, just as Bridget did in the first animation. And we can't forget about Cooper, the one who always poops when he's scared, but it turns into candy.
Gotcha.
Cupcake?
Even though he's not a new character, he'll now play a new role. In Trolls 2, he went through a journey of self-discovery as he realized that being different from all the other trolls, his origin was actually from another troll kingdom on Funk Island. And on his journey, he not only found his original kingdom, but also discovered that he was actually the prince of that realm. He's the one who brought music back at the end of Trolls 2 when the beats of his heart brought light and inspiration for Poppy to restore color and happiness to all the troll kingdoms once again through a beautiful song. So, in this next journey, it's practically impossible to imagine that he won't appear and now help even more than before. Who knows, maybe he'll even start his own boy band! Past and present. Trolls are literally an explosion of colors and music, and now more than ever, also of dances. For this reason, the third film will explore a new theme, that of boy bands, so famous in the 90s and that have regained popularity worldwide after the rise of K-pop from 2010 onwards and have become increasingly popular. What few people know, and is closely related to one of the main performers of the franchise's songs and the voice actor of Branch, Justin Timberlake. Justin was one of the 5 members of one of the most successful boy bands of the 90s and 2000s, NSYNC, and besides them, there were the Backstreet Boys, 5 among others worldwide, like Menudo from Puerto Rico, Reek from Mexico, Bros from Brazil, among many others. And it's precisely this timeless element of success that we'll get to know by exploring the past of Branch's successful baby member of a band that no one else knew. So, despite new characters, new villains, and certainly new adventures, what will undoubtedly be the most explored aspect of Trolls 3 will be the deep and musical past that Branch has been hiding from everyone, at least until now. And that will be fully revealed to all of us, especially to Poppy. That's when I think she'll fall in love for real. At least that's what we're eagerly waiting for, just like we're waiting for the release and expectations. Trolls 3 already has a release date set, and it's very close. Actually, on November 17th. The release will be exclusive to theaters, so the best place to continue following the adventures of Branch and Poppy will be on that big screen in the cinema's darkness. The perfect setting to listen to the new songs, many of which are actually reinterpretations of existing songs, especially from past boy bands, in adapted and honored versions by the Trolls, which will undoubtedly be really cool and totally awesome. In addition to the anticipation of seeing Branch singing, and especially dancing in a choreography with his brothers, reliving the best days of Brozone once again, to our delight. And who knows, maybe even doing it at Branch's own wedding with Poppy, which would be simply spectacular. Who knows, maybe even some baby trolls will appear at the end of the film, indicating the emergence of a new generation of adventures and new songs as well. Let's cross our fingers. That's all we know, and now you do too, about Trolls 3, and we're eagerly awaiting the film's release. How about you? And while we wait, check out these videos that are popping up on the screen here for you. Man, this first video is really cool. I'd watch it if I were you.